Hello and welcome to another episode of Sevtech Ages. On the last episodes we did some progress on Astro Sorcery, as you can see behind me, and it's just getting to nighttime. So I already went ahead and did the altar for the the attunement altar. I still have to craft some things. I wanted to do more progression, but really we are locked behind this thing, the celestial altar. To make it, we need a bunch of stuff from the Twilight Forest. So on this episode, we're actually gonna get there. I want to show you first. I crafted the other constellations papers, and if you come here, you can see we can now discover the constellations. I believe this one is like this. Let me see if I remember correctly. And if you do it correctly, it's gonna be marked like that, and you have discovered it. Now the constellations, they vary. They are not always on the nighttime, so they're gonna vary. Let me try to get this one as well. Now I forget exactly how this one is. I don't believe it's like that. I believe it's like this. Like this. You can cross-reference with the one that shows on your, yeah, that's Avitas. Anyways, you get the idea. So to get to the Twilight Forest, we actually need to do the Star Metal recipe. Now I got lucky and I actually multiplied the crystals. I actually doubled them, the amount of stardust I got from them, and I can break them again and get more if I want to. I'll do that later. No need to do that right now. Now what we need to do right now is the nocturnal powder. For that you need black dye powder, coal, illumination powder, and lapis. So I went ahead and got lapis, so you can make this one. Should take just a second. There you go, 4 of those. And to get the star metal, it's like this. Now I should have everything. Let me just put the recipe here, and there you go. And it's gonna give us 1 piece. Let's do some light works. As you can see, where's my astroturf? I went ahead and crafted the other 3 we're missing. These are the 5 main constellations you're gonna find. There are more, but to craft them you're gonna need to progress in the mod. So there's some astral metal ore. I'm gonna put this stuff away here. A resonating gem. Let's break these to see if we can duplicate. So this one didn't duplicate, and this one didn't, so bad luck. But we did get a 94% purity crystal, which is pretty good. That's gonna be helpful later on. I'm just gonna put these around here, and let's jump down to our base to smelt down these ingots. There we go, and we're gonna have to deal with some mobs. As per usual, they like to spawn a lot here. Let's sleep, shall we? So they don't bother us. Put this stuff away. And let's smelt our mental ingot. I was crafting these green slime crystals. The recipe is like this: sand and dirt and a congealed slime, and I made it into a bowl. So in the Twilight Forest there's a specific material they're gonna get. There's our star metal ingot, a specific ingot, not ingot, but a material we're gonna get. I mean, we're gonna collect a bunch of stuff, but one that is very useful is the steel leaf, which when you put it on Tinker's tool and have some on your hotbar, it actually heals your tools. So those are gonna be very helpful. We actually also need to consider upgrading our food situation because our food is really bad. But here I showed a spot where our portal is, just a 4x4 with water inside and surrounded by flowers. Now I don't know if it needs a clear view of the sky, but let's try it out. Yeah, okay. So for some reason it's not working. So let me see if I need to move this portal or if I need more flowers, and I'll be back to you guys. And there we go. I just needed more flowers on the corner. So my cat is walking around on my table. So there's our Twilight Forest portal. Let me get my Dig Atlas. And yeah, let's go through. It's gonna take a while to load. And here we are, the Twilight Forest, one of my second favorite dimension mod, to be honest. Now we spawn next to one of the late stage areas, like the final stage areas. And yeah, the other thing we are gonna need here is the map from the Twilight Forest. If you look up Twilight, I believe is the blank magic map, which need paper and this magic map focus. So we need a heaven's feather, torchberries, and a firefly. There's a firefly here. Let me collect that. Now torchberries are usually found in caves, so I need to keep an eye out for that. Let me mark the portal here. And we're gonna make as much progress here as we can in one episode. So I also want to tell you I'm trying out a new configuration for the video, so this episode might be a higher resolution, so 1080p, so be a better quality video. Anyways, we have to go look around for ravens. That's how we're gonna get a map that actually shows us places of interest. So anyways, I'm gonna go look around for a raven, and I'll get you back to you guys whenever I find one. So here we found one, forest raven at last. Took me a while, and he was lonely. So let me actually kill this guy if I can hit him. And they can be annoying to hit. Come back here. Okay, got our first raven. So this, I got a torchberry from the cave and magic map focus. Okay, so now we need. Forgot to bring a crafting table. Let's make one real quick. I always forget to bring those. I'm used to be able to just craft them like this. But anyways, now I got it. I got 9 pieces of paper. Surround it. And there's our blank magic. Now I do suggest you to go relatively close to your portal, because you want to, if you can, of course, you want to generate this magic map on the same region as your portal, just to make things easy. So I'm gonna go relatively close to it. Here's the Leech's castle. That's the second place we're gonna go to, the first one being the Naga. So let me get my, yeah, the portal should be around there. Let me generate this. Okay, so there's our map. Now each icon of these represents a different thing. So we're looking for a Naga, and it's gonna show like a green head of sorts. Now I do believe we cannot go here right away. Strange that it's not showing the particles that are usually show. But anyways, I'm gonna go look for the Naga, and I'll bring you guys back whenever I find one. So here we are. I found the Naga arena. As you can see on the little map, there's actually two on top of each other on a certain distance, of course. But here's the icon, so you recognize it, and good thing, because there's a Lich castle right next to it, so we can do one after the other. So let's actually get on with it and do it. So just gonna jump here. Can I grab onto it? And it's already spawned it. Now one thing I forgot to make is actually a shield for them from the Betweenlands to actually help with these fights, but we should be able to deal with it, not much problem. My bow is really not the strongest, and since I made so mobs cannot destroy blocks because of creepers, it's actually getting stuck on the leaves quite a bit. So I actually should turn that off for the Naga fight, maybe, but I honestly don't care. Yeah, her AI is kind of freaking out about it. There she goes. Now she can move freely and destroy blocks. So that's how the fight is actually supposed to be. And I'm lagging a lot in this recording. Maybe I have to turn it down a bit. And she's hitting me a lot as well. It's causing quite some lag, that's for sure. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it, but on my end it does lag quite a bit. Now that she's small, not so much. But there we go. There's the Naga down. And I can collect a few things. Yeah, I don't need the call belts nor these. Shader bags are to apply on items, but honestly, if you don't have space for them, don't even worry about. The most important thing here is the Naga scales and the Naga trophy. Those are the ones we're gonna actually need. The rest I'm gonna put away. The Firefly jar is I'm collecting stuff for the Celestial Altar, as you can see. I'm gonna need some decorative pieces. These all are from the Minotaur maze. So now that we did the Naga, was super easy. We can go and deal with the Lich. The Lich is a bit more complicated because we have to climb high on his castle. Oh yeah, also wanted to show you the regular ores do spawn here. Some of them might not be able to find because just like the Betweenlands, it's high above the sea level. This dimension is super below, so if you dig, you wouldn't take long to find bedrock. So yeah, but let's go do the Lich fight. Oh, don't want to go into this cave. Let's pick one of these sides, break in, and yeah, destroy this and get my blood lamp sigil. Here's our main entrance. Let's pick a side, doesn't really matter. Let's start going up. Now there's spawners here in the middle always. Let me break them. And watch out for where you walk because there are holes on the ground. I really should have brought the shield from the between lens, but I'm gonna do that between episodes maybe. Skeletons are the worst. I do have a regular shield, stone one, so that might help for a bit. And we're at the top already. That was fast. There's probably also items that you want to collect on these side rooms. Sometimes there's stuff that's useful. Like here, there are books. Sometimes there are anvils, cauldrons, chests with some loot. So if you want to take your time to exploring everything, like here, there's a chest. There's actually glass bottles, which are very useful actually, because those are hard to craft later on. Even more, it's actually an unfamiliar item at this stage. So I'm gonna throw away the bottle water, just get the regular bottle. But enough dilly-dallying, let's heal up and let's fight the Lich. Now the Lich fight is a bit of a gimmick because you have to throw his projectiles back at him. I missed one. Now let's see, here's a better, and he's gonna throw stuff. Let me hide here. You want to throw the Ender Pearl projectile back at the boss if you can. And his shields are gonna break after that. If I can aim, that is. Yeah, I'm hitting the shields. Just spam click it and it's gonna throw on him. The good thing about these boots is that it lets you escape some of these attacks. One more. And there he goes. Now he's gonna start summoning zombies. But you can actually attack him. Let me recover for a bit. Let me see if I... Oh, okay. He's really coming at me. There he goes. I think my armor's thorns actually dealt with him. I got a bunch of paintings, a bunch of loot. Got so much stuff that I cannot even carry it all. But yeah, I'm gonna take the golden armor just as a souvenir. Got a scepter of life training, which is interesting. Spawner shards, I don't know if they're useful for anything right now. Got a single book, bit more paper, Twilight trophy, and 2 ender pearls. So not bad. And put all this stuff away. And paintings, yeah, sure. I mean, I can always put some around the base of decoration. A bit more hard than remember. If I had the shield from the between lens, which I'm gonna do next episode, things would have been a bit easier. Yeah, paper from those guys. Stop bothering me. just jump down since I don't have fall damage. Oh, now where did I come from? Here? Yeah, here's the exit. Now, the next thing, I don't recall exactly where we're supposed to go. I don't recall exactly where we're supposed to go. Um, I think we have to go to the Minotaur shrines. If you check the advancements, it's a good way to find your way around. So pretty much the main ones here are your way. So now we can go to the swamp and maybe to the trophy champion or the alpha. So there's a few ways we can go around, but I'm gonna go find the Minotaur maze because that's where we find steel leaf actually, and that's the stuff I want for my two, so they can be always fully repaired. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way there. I do believe it's the blue one down there on the south of the map, so I'm gonna make my way there and I'll catch you back whenever I find it. So here's the swamp. I finally found it. Wasn't too hard to get to. What we're looking are these structures. You see there's a Hydra in the middle. That's our next boss after this one. First we have to go down into the ground to find a Minotaur maze, and if you just make your way towards the icon here, you should be able to find the entrance to the Minotaur maze. Sometimes it's harder to find, but should be these mounts. I just saw it up ahead. You can traverse here properly. Another good thing about this armor set that I'm wearing is it does give me boosted speed on water. Is the aquadynamic part of it. Yeah, you want to be careful here with the Minotaurs. So here's another trick that I want to show you guys. Now remember on the last episode we crafted the Clave Illuminator. Now it's a great way to use it. Here is actually getting it out and put it down. Now there's one downside of this is that you cannot use your the way you light up to find your way around the maze, but it does get rid of the mobs. So I'm gonna place it down here. I'm gonna mark it just so I don't lose it after. Minotaur, and let's jump down. It should start working right away. So it's gonna help a bunch with dealing with the mob spawns. As you can see, it's already starting to put these little lights around us. Now I don't know if it covers the whole area because it is a big area, and it might not stop all the mob spawns. As you can see, there's Minotaurs still to deal with because there is a spawner here. So let me take it down. And the Minotaurs can hurt quite a bit, especially now that I'm poisoned. That's annoying, but there are chests here. What else did I hear? And they can also drop the tools, but as long as you zigzag around them like this, they shouldn't be able to hit you so much. Yeah, and here's the steel leaf we're looking for. I need to actually organize my inventory a bit. Snag a trophy away. Pads, books. Don't need the feathers. Iron bars are good. Get the iron wood. We get also iron. There's also milk buckets, which are unfamiliar, and maze wafers, which are decent-ish source of food. but I'm gonna collect this stuff anyways. Uh, Not the buckets because I uh, cannot really use them for anything right now. Sadly, you cannot smelt down the steel leaf, but its armor, if you don't have any armor, could be useful. But yeah, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, there's also 2 floors to this place, so you are looking to find the entrance to the second floor. So be aware of that. So I'm gonna look around and see if I find this entrance. And oh, I didn't even have to cut. So actually, here's the entrance. It's gonna be like a hole with iron bars around, and that's where you wanna jump down to the second floor. And the second floor is the last floor. And then you have to find your way to the Minotaur Mushroom, which is the main boss of this place. As you can see, the cave illuminator is being very helpful. So let's look around and see if we're lucky again and find the Minotaur room. I'm probably gonna cut down around here a lot so we get the Minotaur room. But there are chest rooms here which can be trapped, so be really careful with that because they can explode. And hey, you have TNT hooked to a trap, so be aware of that. Let me mark this entrance here as well. Also keep an eye out for charms of keeping, because if you want to do the map progression, you're gonna want them. You are gonna need 2 of the level 3, and you just combine them on the 4x4 and they make a better one. So after I clear the boss, I'm gonna run around and collect all the loot from here. And I already see the boss room behind me. So let's do this boss, right? Shall we? Get my shield. And it's really strong. So try to stay away and maybe powder him with your bow. I didn't expect him to hit that hard. He has a large AoE area. And down he goes, but we are also strong. So from here you want to get this meat stroganoff, and this is gonna allow you to actually go into the middle zone. Just like that is an achievement. Let me put some stuff away. He drops an axe, which is pretty good, but you don't need the meat stroganoff because they don't stack. They're not really that good of a food source. And there's also a bunch of loot here in the middle of the maze. So yeah, you also want to keep an eye out for this maze map focus. As you can see, it is used for the generating map token. Here's all the stuff. So you need 2 charms of keeping level 3, a lamp of cinders, which you're gonna find on the later episodes, a blank charm, an empty map, a maze map focus, alpha yeti fur, which you're also gonna collect on a later episode, a magic map focus, which we used this episode to make the magic map, and the Ring of Ascent, which is from the Between Lands. But yeah, anyways, collect everything that I can here. Anyways, I think this is it for this episode. We should be around 30 minutes, I don't know, maybe less, maybe more, but we did quite a few progress here in the Twilight Forest. So I'm gonna go around and collect a bunch of stuff and go back to base, make a few progressions. Anyways, if you like the episode, leave a like, and if you do, consider subscribing as well. It helps me out a lot. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode, where we'll continue the adventures here in Twilight Forest. So yeah, see you later. Bye bye.